Very quickly, though, back to TV. Did you see the ratings in Philadelphia for the Flyers? Down 36% since the Cup run in 2010.
Sometimes I kind of almost think that it's almost directly related to them blocking out games in areas that are still within reason close to the Philadelphia area.
See, I'm not sure about that. I mean, the Flyers were down 36%, and it's a huge number, but it's not as bad as the Phillies and the Sixers. I mean, Phillies are down 67%, the Sixers down 72%. I'm surprised the Sixers aren't down more than that, considering the product they put out.
I'm surprised we still even have a basketball team.
But I think that's really the factor here in these dwindling numbers in the television rating is that the teams just haven't been all that good.
No. No, of course not. Like we said on last podcast, 2008 was a long time ago, and if you look at the way that baseball team has been performing.
Ugh.
So I don't know. I mean, people are still going to the Wells Fargo Center. People are still buying tickets. People are still basically almost selling out night after night.
Yeah, I was looking at topic that's been bounced around here the last couple weeks is NHL expansion. I don't know how you feel about expansion. I can't stand it. And for the last couple of years that I've been telling you, I think they should get rid of some teams.
Yes, especially like, the smaller teams that, because of the CBA, they wind up taking money from the bigger teams. Yeah, a reduction, I think, needs to be made first in
Florida,
markets.
Carolina, Phoenix, or Glendale, wherever the hell they're playing these days.
Pittsburgh.
Well, yeah, Pittsburgh just for the hell of it. Well, let's make it an even 4. So we'll throw Pittsburgh in there. But what do you think about expansion though going forward? Because it looks like it is going to happen, and it looks like it's probably going to happen. I think only 2 cities submitted applications for expansion, and that was Las Vegas and Quebec City.
I mean, I can definitely see it being a good thing, especially with a team in Quebec and bring back the Nordiques. Vegas could be interesting. How that's going to work out, I don't know. I really don't. I have no idea how it's going to pan out having a hockey team in Las Vegas.
If they don't go too big with the arena, if they keep it around 12,000, 13,000, I think it'll be all right. But if you're trying to fill it like the Wells Fargo Center, almost 20,000, I think it's going to be a complete failure, just like what's happening down in Florida, what's happening in Carolina, and again, what's happening in Arizona.
Well, I mean, only time can tell. And, of course, because what do we know? We're just fans. We're just broadcasters. We're not rich millionaires, multimillionaires with all this money to throw around.
Well, that's what it comes down to is the money. I mean, it's like $500 million just to, to start up a franchise. And, Bettman's not turning that down anytime soon.
Nope. Of course not. No, not at all.
But like I was saying, you look at what those bottom-tier teams like Florida, I mean, they only averaged a little over 11,000 fans last year. That's only 66% of capacity.
It's like the Mellon Arena before 2005.
I mean, it's embarrassing if you ever watch a Panthers game.
I'll say this much. The league doesn't need 32 teams.
Well, the problem is that the East has 16 teams and the West has 14 teams. That's not going to be solved by Las Vegas and Quebec. Quebec's got to be in the East.
You would think so, yeah.
Yeah, so that's going to the balance is still going to be all screwed up, and you're not going to get Detroit or Columbus to go back to the West. I mean, they fought for years to get in the East, so I really don't know where this expansion goes. It doesn't look like it's going to happen until 2017, 2018. I saw one of the questions that we were asked is, who do you protect? I don't even know who's going to be on the team at that point. But
from the expansion draft.
Yeah. So I don't even know who's going to be on the Flyers when all this goes down. But, right now I'm assuming that McDonald will still be on the team at that point, and he'd be the first guy I'd put on there.
Absolutely. That goes without saying, really. I don't even think we really need to address that one.
So what else is going on? We got there was a bunch of NHL news in the last couple of weeks that broke, isn't there?
There's actually a few things, yeah. Like Lou.
Oh, yeah.
Leaving the Devils.
Where did that come from?
I don't know. That really caught a lot of people by surprise. But, he is heading off.
That was a big old middle finger to the Devils.
So now he's going to go run Toronto into the ground, apparently.
What do you think?
I don't know, and I don't care.
I don't know. I think you really have to take Toronto seriously now. I never thought I'd say those words, but you got Lou up there now. You got Babcock coaching. Either that's going to work out beautifully or egos are going to get in the way and it's going to implode.
Nah, we mentioned it. That's all I want to do. I really don't care. I don't care about Lou. I don't care about the Devils. I don't care about the Leafs. It doesn't matter to me.
All right, what else is happening in the NHL over the last couple of weeks?
Penguins traded Brandon Sutter.
Yeah, surprised by that?
Yes and no. No, because they need the cap relief because they're really shooting themselves in the foot.
And I hate to say it, I actually think this is probably a good trade for them. You know, it gives them a little bit of depth, which they didn't have last year, so that maybe helps them.
I don't want to do that.
Okay.
I don't want to talk about that.
You don't want to talk about the Penguins now. Anything else happening? All right, here's something. While I was on vacation, I happened to come across on Flyers Nation. It was the 3-year anniversary of Shea Weber.
The infamous offer sheet.
Yes, the offer sheet. Still pissed about that?
Yeah, because we probably wouldn't have had Andrew McDonald now.
We probably wouldn't have had McDonald, but we also wouldn't have had Morin, Sanheim, Haig, and then our pick coming up next year.
Maybe. I mean, I don't know.
Because we would have lost 4 first-round picks if Nashville didn't match that offer. So are the Flyers in better shape? Probably going forward, I think they're in better shape. But at the time, oh, man, that was a killer. And who knows what that 2012 team would have looked like.
Yeah, probably from the for a future standpoint, they're much better off without it. I mean, it's just one guy. One guy doesn't make the whole team. One guy doesn't win an entire championship. Unless if you're Sidney Crosby, because apparently he won it all by himself.
But if you have Weber, do things turn out different for Brizgalov? I know, tough one. Because Briz had a nice little run there.
I'll say right now, Briz was not a bad goalie. He kept getting constantly hung out to dry by the lack of a defense in front of him.
And Weber,
there was plenty of times where he kept the team in the game playing on his head to keep the team going.
And Weber would have fixed that.
Maybe.
We could be looking at a completely different team right now. Lavie is probably still behind the bench, and Holmgren is probably still your GM.
I don't know. I mean, it was 3 years ago. I mean, I'm over it.
I know. I just saw the story on Flyers Nation. I thought, and I just started thinking about all the different changes and how this team would look right now. It's fun to think about, but at the end of the day, I think the Flyers are in good shape here going forward the next couple years, and I'm really excited about that.
Absolutely.
And that leads us to another question we got on Reddit from B. Pole93. And his question was, what year do you guys think the Flyers will be a true contender for the Cup?
This season.
Really? No. I mean, I think if they get to the playoffs this season, that's a win.
Yeah.
But true contender, I don't think you get there until 2017, 2018. That's where a lot of the salary comes off the books. You have the young guys will have a little bit of experience underneath their legs. So that's when I really think that this team could be something to be reckoned with.
I just don't know how to answer that because, I mean, it's just all subjective. I mean, it's based on so many different things that could happen, could not happen.
I just think if everything falls into place the way we kind of think it is, and you got to trust the Hextall plan at this point, I think 2017, 2018 is realistic at this point.
I'll side with that, but right now I just have my eyes on just one season at a time. I mean, we've got a new coach, a new system that will be implemented. Speaking of which, I was watching a University of North Dakota game. I caught it on NHL Network over the weekend and got a glimpse of Hextall doing that death stare at one of his players. And wow.
I can't wait to see that behind the bench this year.
Oh, absolutely. I tell you. Very exciting.
All right, so that's going to do it for episode 3, the Philly Hockey Guys. We're actually going to be back with episode 3.5 here over the weekend because one of the suggestions that we got was what should be the Flyers goal song coming up this season?
Yeah, so we're working on a few mock-up Flyers goal songs, but this is also our time to reach out to the community that whoever may be listening, you're welcome to make your own Flyers goal song submissions too. We might make a post on Reddit Flyers coming up soon. Again, shout out to Blinson from Reddit Flyers and everyone else for interacting with us. And also, maybe soon we'll also be giving you some more updates about some of those Flyers giveaways that we might be doing too as well.
I saw you were looking at some Ronaldo jerseys.
Yeah. Maybe that might be a prize. I don't know. Got to give a shout out, too, as well to some of Reddit Flyers users for, well, first off, we got to give a shout out to Reddit Flyers user Evan Loves You for making the greatest MS Paint picture of Jake Voracek I've ever seen.
It's fantastic. We loved it so much. We made it our, Facebook profile picture and our Twitter profile picture.
That's right. So if you follow us at Philly Hockey Guy, you can see this great picture of Jake Voracek in all of its glory. And also a shout out to BananaPhone7475 said he'd give him a shout out too. He made this sweet Sean Couturier graphic.
Man, look at that one.
It looks like Hooters.
Yeah, I like that.
Makes me hungry for wings. So that's cool, too. Check that out on our Facebook page. Just look up Philly Hockey Guys. Lots of stuff coming up very soon, but as we were talking about, there's just a slow time of year.
Yeah, we can't wait for training camp to get here and then the games to start.
Boring.
We're getting you through it. That's what we're doing here.
Coming up for the regular season, you can look for pre-game predictions, post-game. We're going to try to cover nearly every game in the form of short podcasts.
I'm looking forward to it.
I just want to watch hockey now, dude. Oh, my God.
All right.
It hurts.
Before Andy goes insane, we're going to wrap up this show. Okay, he's already insane. For Andy Robb, I'm Ken Prell. We wrap up this week's show with our Game of the Week. It's a classic from 2010 and Game 7 versus the Bruins.
So wait, we actually do get to watch some hockey?
Yes.
Oh, well, okay. I'm not mad anymore.
All right.
I was halfway out the door, but now I'm coming back inside. I'm going to sit down here. All right, what do we
Let's
got?
fire it up. See ya.
Time to play the game.
Game 7, Flyers falling behind 3-0 in this series. They've won 3 straight. Here's Chara with the bomb. Panic save, Leighton. Rebound, Ryder shot, he scored! Wide on Carl, centered it! They score! Lucic going hard to the net. 3-on-2 for the Bruins. Lucic with the puck. Lucic holds the shot. He scores! This series has been all about coming back from improbable deficits. They got another one right here in Game 7. Van Riemsdyk to the puck. Curl drag shot. He scores! Dirty but good! Van Riemsdyk dribbles one home. And the Flyers are on the board. It is 3-1. Dump it in along the wall. Briere's there centering for Leno. Backhander save. Rebound. Hartnell. He scores! Woo! They are back. Finds Briere. Briere in all the way around. He scored! It somehow got in. The Flyers have tied this game at 3. Gagne for Leno. Leno to Richards. Richards' shot redirected. Gagne shot. He scores! Simone Gagne! Can you believe it? Power play goal, and the Flyers all the way back now lead this thing 4-3. Time wasting off the clock as Claude Giroux, a one-man game, finally just backhands it. Starting with it, 8 seconds. He'll wind and fire wide. Weidman back to it, 5 seconds. Turns, flips, blocked off. Giroux will clear the zone. This improbable, incredible comeback is complete. History made in Boston tonight. The Flyers defeat the Bruins 4-3. They are the 3rd team in NHL history to come from behind after trailing a series 3-0. Celebrate, Philadelphia. You deserve it.
Thanks for listening to the Philly Hockey Guys podcast. Follow us today on Twitter at Philly Hockey Guy. Subscribe on iTunes and check us out on SoundCloud and YouTube.